Oh, let's get into
for
the.
this.
Go ahead.
I was going to say the Deshaun Watson thing. I thought we already talked about that. On
We
the,
did.
the
I just
show.
wanted to touch on it briefly. We obviously covered this on last week's episode, so if you saw this, you know that we were talking about the Deshaun Watson situation in depth last week, so go back and watch that if you haven't seen it. However, last week we mentioned that obviously the NFL was debating reviewing his punishment. It was at 6 games. They did come up with a decision on that, and he is now suspended 11 games, plus a $5 million fine, and he is required behavioral training before he can be reinstated, which probably isn't the worst thing.
Probably not. I'm trying to figure out right now because I read something that after his suspensions, the game that he would be eligible to come back would be against Houston. I don't know. I think maybe that was before it was decided. I think they said if it was 12 games, then he would come back. But I guess it's 11. Because I'm looking at the list, and week 11 is Buffalo. Yeah, but it'd be really funny if it was actually his first game back, right, against Houston, though. But yeah, I think with 11, it wouldn't work that way, given the there's 1, 2, 3. The bye week doesn't count, I assume, right?
I don't think they count that. I wouldn't think so.
So his first game, if it's 11 games, would be against Tampa Bay and then Houston.
Oh man, he's got to come out there and face Brady. First game.
Yeah, that'll probably be a win for Tampa on that one.
Yeah, so I mean, and you know what's going to happen. You know, we saw him for three preseason series where he went 1 for 5 for 7 yards and got sacked.
Yeah, he looked like real bad.
But yeah, and the fans were chanting "You sick fuck" and "No means no" at him, and you know we'll put that clip up here on the screen because that's they were chanting that pretty loud. I mean,
you sick fuck! 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 No means no! 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 No means no!
That's going to end up being a distraction for him all season long. But yeah,
it's going to be a distraction for the entire team. I cannot believe that organization signed him to the contract that they did. I know we talked about this last week. I'm sure I said the same thing. But it's just like, what was that organization thinking? Yeah, let's give him $230 million. I think that's what it was, $230, right?
Yeah.
Like $230 million. It's like, God damn, you guys are crazy. I thought Washington and Dan Snyder was bad, and I see that shit, and I'm like, wow.
And the Browns have just stood behind it. I mean, they've just been like,
right?
Deshaun's.
They get rid of Baker, the guy that gave them the most success they've had in years and the most excitement. Those awesome commercials that he did that I think most people enjoy.
But at this point, like, if you're the Browns, you're fucked. You have to do that. Like, you have no other choice because, like, what are you gonna say? Like, I made a mistake. I mean, that would be the right thing to do. That would be the right thing to do, but. They're not going to do that.
They made a horrendous mistake. Like, I remember when that contract broke, I remember thinking, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Ugh. Good luck to them, though. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the Extra Point show this week. If you did, make sure to give us a like and follow so you can get weekly content, and join us again next week.
Yep, we'll be back to cover the roster updates to see who the starting rosters are before week 1 starts. Can't wait.
Hell yeah, we're getting close. Football's just, it's just right around the corner. Real football that actually matters.
Yep.
So
that matters.
We're going to get it. Yeah. All right. Have a good night, everybody.